15 Fixmas gifts per minute. Damn.
I understand. Seeing the pioneer perform tasks also amuses me.
This will be one gigantic belt spaghetti, but it will look great eventually.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, welcome back to Satisfactory. Still loading, as you can see, but you get the point. And it's that time of the year again. That time where, oh, you can see it already, where it's Fixmas. Oh, love it. And I do want to get into it for a little bit. I don't know, I've never really dove right into Fixmas. Like, I didn't do a lot with it in the past few years. Most of the time, I didn't play a lot of the Fixmas events. I just ignored them because I was playing, like, the main game. But because I don't have a lot of time tonight, I thought maybe we can get into it. We can see what it all is about. I did start the game, like, to see if everything was working. And I didn't have any issues, and I accidentally picked up a present before, so it did give me the first line of the Figmas dialogue from Ada, but that's all about everything. And another thing, in the past week I found out that one of you told me that the station in the desert at this current moment didn't have the correct SAM or input. So I made another station right here that inputs SAM from this location and ships it back to this location to use the SAM or for like anything else, for like the factory that's running there. So it's optimized. But that's about it. And there was a quick thing I did in like a quarter of an hour. But that's about it. So for right now, I want to delve into the world of Fixmas and see what's all about. And if we have time left, we can maybe start another factory. I don't know. We'll see.
Welcome to Fixmas, an official Fixit seasonal event brought to you by official Fixit Fun engineers. Fixmas is based on a seasonal holiday popular in several cultures and religions, often seen as a winter holiday because no one actually cares about Australasia. The event is vetted to be 100% pioneer-appropriate fun and is not obligatory. Fixmas enables many new distracting activities focused on building the giant Fixmas tree. These activities involve the MAM, the Fixmas calendar, and those abominations falling from the sky. There is more, but I don't care. In the interest of us all, I will tell you that Fixmas has caused stress, lack of focus, general despair, and physical injury to many pioneers.
Sounds like fun.
It is the worst scoring event ever created by Fixit, and has gotten backlash for its blatant cultural inappropriateness. So when you inevitably change your mind and decide to disable this event, you will have chosen humanity and kittens and puppies, you will have chosen truth and empathy, you will have made me proud.
Okay, that is slightly depressing, but you get the point. Fixmas. So this is supposed to be, as far as I know, an advent calendar, and I did find the first number.
This cartridge contains the Fixmas MAM tree setup and will need to be fed into the MAM database to unlock its first 2 branches. If this seems convoluted and/or boring, and you wish to quit the event, I will understand.
I don't think so. But there are, of course, 24 days in Figmas, maybe 25, who knows. Maybe they do something on the 1st of January, I don't know. And we have to, maybe after Christmas, who knows. And we have to find those squares, get them, and feed this into the MAM. Where's the MAM? Here's the MAM. MAM, Fixmas holiday event. The Fixmas Christmas tree. Let's see.
The purpose of Fixmas is to build and decorate a giant Fixmas tree with style. The Fixmas category has been added to your build menu. Gifts are the basic resource from which many other festive parts are made. Like Fixmas branches, which can be crafted in the constructor. In an effort to make this event meet the bare minimum efficiency quotas, I have disabled the ability to craft these resources by hand.
Oh,
Trust
nice.
me, that glitter got everywhere. You're welcome.
Alright, so it is day 2 of December. And as you can see, I picked up like 1 present, and that contains 60 Fixmas gifts. I don't know what to do with them, but we'll see. This is, by the way, nicely decorated. Holy damn. Look at those candles. Look at that miniature of goat. What is he doing with the horn? Interesting. All right. Oh, I haven't looked into this, by the way. What is this? Product packer. Okay, I didn't even remember that this was in the game. Apparently, I lived under a bridge. Nice. And I already failed. I get the point. And there's also my glasses are dirty. Give me a second. That is the problem with wearing glasses, isn't it? Good enough. All right. Fixmas. First thing. So, where can we see what we can actually craft? Oh, and there should be a second thingy we can open somewhere. So there's 2. So I'm guessing that's the second one. What a nice gift!
I appreciate a good joke.
Beautiful gift. 200 screws. Love it. So do we have a separate? Not in here at least. Fixmas. Fixmas tree. We need that material. What is that? Tree branch. Okay. Let's see if we can do anything with this. Oh, a present. And another present. 2 presents. So let's build the Fixmas tree right there. Because that's a beautiful location.
Not worth the effort.
What do you mean not worth the effort? What was in it? 120. That seems fine. Okay. So what I want to do is create a small building right here. That will generate and build all the Fixmas stuff for us, and we have to make a small indent in here. And I don't know how big this will be. I don't think it will be that big, but we'll see. Okay, so for the first building, let's use our default blueprint for a 4 constructor. I don't fucking know. Who knows? We have to feed it from somewhere though. Fixed mystery branch. It needs 10 per minute. Input of 10 per minute. Alright. And that seems rather slow though. Maybe another one. Maybe let's do 8. We probably will need a lot more eventually, but who knows. So input of 8 into the first you go. This will be a 3 branch and we can just copy and do it like this. And now they're all copied and they're making the same stuff. We should have a chest somewhere, although maybe a setup like this isn't really smart. And the reason for that is because we have another problem. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think like this. And do the same thing here. I don't know if this is the best way, but we'll find out. Could be that I'm totally wrong. And then we have one location with an input that will not like that, well, we can no. Okay, thank you. We can input the Christmas gifts. Look at that. And then we can collect them on the last row, I guess. Okay, let's drop them in. It's not like I can put them in a... Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Okay, we did get a few. Now we should be able to build the Christmas tree. What shall we put it? Probably on there, I think. There's still a few presents we haven't gotten yet, like around there. I think here might be the best location. A giant Christmas tree. Love it. So we build our tree. What's next? Ma'am, where are you at? So this will probably be weird for people watching later on, but for right now it's fine. So we need a hard drive. How do we get these? Candy cane, okay. And Fixmas bows, interesting. Candy cane basher.
Candy canes are used to create several items. In this case, when combined with the Xeno Zapper, you will gain a piece of equipment perfect for use against anyone on my naughty list. Like whoever hard-coded and black-boxed this event.
Interesting. Okay, and how do we make that? You can just... Not in there. Candy cane. You also make them from Christmas presents. Alright, let's do this the other way around. Candy cane, candy cane, candy cane, and candy cane. So these ones need quite a lot more. 15 Fixmas gifts per minute. Damn. So if we wanted to only go to that one, we can just split it off right so. These need quite a lot more. We could also have split it, but this is fine. Okay, I do think we have more than enough Fixmas tree branches at the moment. We got 4 candy canes, that's something. Ma'am, we do need another hard drive. And our rewards are the Fixmas bow. And I'm guessing that the hard drive is something that we can only get in on a later date. Not right now. I mean, this is all I can do like on the first 2 days. There isn't much to it. Like 20 candy canes, that's more than enough. Nice. Next one.
Fixmas bows can be crafted from gifts in the constructor and can be combined with candy canes to make the candy cane decoration. Unfortunately for us both, this is only the first of several decorations, and you have been encouraged to spend your time and effort on these precision-engineered fleeting moments of joy.
Fleeting moments of joy. What a happy day. Hopefully that will get better. Let's see. How do we create Fixmas bows though? Also from Fixmas gifts. Okay. And they can instantaneously start producing these things. I don't see any presents falling from the sky anymore. So we just have to wait. One bow, two bow. Okay. I will put these. Oh, these are already back in their respective slots. Alright. Let's give them a nice color in terms of color swatch. That's black. Want white. So this is our Fixmas thingy as another present. Then we at least have some bows for the next week, and I will continue to grab more.
Not worth the effort.
It is quite addictive to get these presents though.
A baby could have found this.
So that's the Fixmas stuff. Let's do the hub stuff. Let's send everything on our way to the hub. And then we can unlock a few more of the recipes or start a few more of the factories that we already wanted to start. Let's see, tier 7, what do we have? We have bauxite refinement, MK5 conveyor belts. That is one we can do yet because we need bauxite for that in the first place. Hazmat suits, also something we need to automate maybe, I don't know. I don't know if it's really useful to automate that, but we'll see. And this is also done with aluminium. Let's send this one on its way, should be an easy one. The uploading is not fast enough. What is that? Why is that? How many Mercer spheres do we have? 15. How many do we need for the upgrade? Alien technology. We need 13. Oh, then let's do that as well. Mercer spheres and I think some fluctuators. Don't know how many. Then we can upgrade the depot size. And then probably all factories will start working on overproduction.
Dimensional expansion increased to 400%. Parts can now be stored as elementary particles in a hyperdense deconfined state. Normally I'd explain the basic science, but I don't think this one can be simplified enough for you to understand.
We composed a growth song, but you composed a shrink song, so we remain silent. Some of your bones and organs and veins amuses us.
I understand. Seeing the pioneer perform tasks also amuses me.
Nice that the alien and Ada are in line with each other. Thank God. Well, let's launch for bauxite refinement, even though that's not what we'll be doing today.
Milestone reached. Bauxite is refined into aluminum products via a multi-step process. Considering your past achievements, you should have the minimum required skill to overcome these new production challenges.
Yeah, but there are still a few items we haven't automated yet.
If you fail, someone else will eventually succeed.
There are a few basic items we haven't automated yet. Like most of these we can't automate. Although I do think we can automate the parachute and the gas filter and these. And they shouldn't be that hard to automate also. Okay, so there should be Caterium left that we didn't process somewhere right here, as far as I know of. Let's see, it produces 240 per minute. That splits off. Then we have 120 on this belt. If we upgrade this one to have at least the correct amount, then we are left with 18 Caterium ingots. Considering that this one needs a correct input of 180, we have to upgrade that one to 180. So let's do that real quick. 180 plus 120 is 300, of course. Now let's put it on 360. Caterium, and let's connect you to this one. Quick wire and quick wire. So if this one wants to produce 50 and this one wants to produce 50, I don't know. I don't really care actually. Then we can feed that in a duo machine circle like this. Do we have space somewhere right here? Maybe? Not really. We're running out of space here as well. I think we're getting somewhere with the tight space we have. To the right will be shatter rebar. No. Stun rebar. Stun rebar. No. Overflow and overflow. And this one is producing. The only thing it needs is 10 iron rebar per minute, which we can get. It will need to be producing at 10 and 10 because I can't produce 50, or because that's how much it needs. So that means 20 rods per minute. Target production rate 20. Yes. And now we will have an overflow capacitor splitter. And this will stuff the overflow of iron we're getting into another row. The thing is though, are we producing iron here somewhere at all? Is there iron anywhere near us at all? Yeah, we probably can set the overproduction to like 40 and then the rest will probably go into the sink. So just very quickly, what we just did was we used the overflow of our Caterium and we put it into this machine that makes quick wire. That will use it for the rebar, and then the stun rebar will be produced from iron rods and stun rebar and iron rebar, which we will produce from these two machines. Yeah, I don't think we can do this any better than how it's currently provided. Like there's no need to overflow this in any way. This one needs to be connected though, because otherwise we just have an overflow of iron or iron ore. Like there is another item that we can produce right here. At least as far as I know. And that is fabric, which we can use for other stuff. Shatter rebar, which we can produce at another factory as a side product. But what we can also do, presents dropping down left and right. Nice.
I'm sure this is useful to someone, somewhere.
Thank you, Ada. What we can also do, for this we need aluminium solution. We need bauxite ore. I've never seen a bauxite node before though. Like where even is that? Interesting. Is that only in the middle? Not even close. Holy damn. Weird. Alright. Like the thing we need to produce still is smokeless powder, which also is a rather difficult item to produce, considering we need it to produce it from other materials that we have to set up a gigantic factory for, which I don't want to do. And since it's only used in modern firearms, I'm hoping we can upgrade another factory to produce that. What we can do though, where is it? Alternate polyester fabric. And that's something we can produce at this factory, which we in turn can use in the manufacturer to produce gas filters. Now I don't know how close, and we need iron for that as well, so we can always upgrade iron if we need more. The fact is though, I don't know, we will just produce one per machine, so we don't make it too complicated for ourselves. But I don't think we need that many, and it can just produce the stuff in the background. So my thought was to work backwards for this one. How close is coal though? Although we can also use the other coal, coal. Is there another form of coal? I don't think there is. So seriously, the only coal we are producing is the coal as a rest product from that factory. That is a little bit annoying. Although we could just make one gigantic belt from our factory to there, I guess. There it is. The more you know. I don't know. Oh, damn it. I replaced it accidentally. Let me replace that. And now we have to bring it all the way back to the factory. Nice. So you got an output rate of 240 coal per minute. And let's upgrade that to 480. And then we can always decide what to do with later. It's never too late to change it. So this has the maximum belt output. Let's keep that in mind. Why is the upload speed so slow for concrete? That is weird. Maybe we should take a look at that in a moment or two after this is done. Okay, first of all, why is the things? I'm hopping from left to right. This was empty. Oh no. So we need to add another 4. Wait, this was also producing. Do we have space for that? Somewhere around here? Okay, a little overproduction of limestone. Not bad actually, I guess. Thing is, these belts can't handle this amount, so I'm guessing we also need an upgrade. Yep, that will be quite a long belt upgrade though. I'm hoping I can touch every link in the chain. This looks beautiful. Alright, let's continue with what we were doing. So let's see, we have a big space right here that we can use. We have to make some adjustments though if we want to transport materials. Yeah, like right now we're overproducing on other materials. So we want our output at the moment to be filters, non-toxic filters, which will need coal, fabric and iron plates, which is not the hardest part to automate. So we have coal, fabric, 15 fabric per minute, which we can get from refining that. How much does it make? 30. So we could produce with one we could produce more than enough to set up two. I don't think we ever need to for anything at all. We will find out. Logistics, let's set that up first. Smart splitter, merger right behind that one. Maybe we should set up the blueprints for this though. Wait, how does that work? Okay, apparently that is not the way. Okay, so if we take a look back, this is the gas filter machine. Right now it's hooked up to our default storage container, which will store the items, and in turn they will get uploaded to the main net. And if we have an overflow, they will be deposited into the awesome sink right there. But we do need to input 3 items. And those 3 items will be coal, iron plating and fabric. Because we can use one machine to set up 15 fabric, we will do that somewhere in between right here. I don't know where yet. I think maybe here is the best location to do that. And then we only have to ship the item instead of the 2 materials. And we can just set plastic the other way around. So if we go to production, we have 1 refinery array. Then we can put it this way around and connect it like so with an output. I'm guessing we have to set up a separate new pipe, either that or we have to connect more. I'm not sure. Can we split this? This is 20 water per minute, 20 water per minute, 40 water per minute. So that is a total of, let's not make it difficult for ourselves. Although it would be really easy if I could just hook up this machine to the rest of this. 40. Okay, let's just calculate this. That's easier probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 40 is 200, of course. And we need to add that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 20, 120. Some of calculate. You have to recognize for me it's really late, so I don't want to calculate this all in my head right now. 120 plus 400, 200. I mean 320. That's more than enough than the pipes can carry. So we shouldn't really have any problems with this, considering we have enough production budget. 90, 90. 120, 120, that's 240, 300, and yeah, we're overproducing by a lot here. Holy shit. Why aren't these at 100% actually? Don't make it a little bit easier. Like the pipes would always be full. So carbon, and the only other item we need is polymer resin, which we can actually get from the last row, even though we don't need that much. We could always split it off if we need more. So that is the fabric we need. Why am I producing this in bulk though? Why am I not setting up 2 factories for this? Because then I can preload the fabric also into a 320. If I add 1 more, because these are MK2 pipes, we can handle 600. So now it can handle way more, because we have way more bulk. And we can also add more, because I'm not producing this part yet. And otherwise I have to set up a whole new factory. So like this, I think. And the only thing I now have to do is this. Like one can go this direction with chests here somewhere. No, we do actually. Okay, so what is this material called? Fabric. And we have overflow and overflow. Right now we're producing fabric in here. And we do need this for some materials. We don't need it for all, but like we were not producing this yet. Okay, so these are now connected and we are now producing fabric in both ways. Another present.
Ho ho, oh whatever.
Cool, we need 30 of that. Let's sideload that and then I don't know what to do with the rest of it. We'll see, I guess. Let's see. Smart splitter, guess like this. Yeah. Coal to this one, overflow to middle and left. And I'm guessing that will be way too much for one machine to handle. So we probably have to set up a separate awesome sink for this one. And then the last thing is 30 iron plates, which we can produce from 2 machines. What is it called? Plates. Smart plates. Iron plates, 30. We need 15 per machine. One of 30 and one is producing, has to only produce 10. So that's 30 in total. Which gives us the iron, 30 iron, and 30, 15. So this one can produce at 50. Yeah, I think this is correct. Then we need a splitter. I would choose the other build, but then it would probably take a long time just because of the fact that I don't want to like constantly switch between those. Like they are really wide, the other build, the pre-built machine. Hey Sarah, how you doing? I'm doing fine, I guess. I'm a little bit tired, but that's all. How are you doing? Sleepy on your side. Then I'm guessing you were heading to bed. And I'm also guessing you saw me live and thought, let's take a look. Am I correct, Mundo? Indeed. It's almost like I can predict these things with great ease. But yeah, I'm doing fine. I did the Fixmas event as far as I could. For like a few seconds, and then I already completed the first 2 rounds. Don't know if you've ever done Fixmas. Like it's producing these gigantic... What the hell is happening here? That is not exactly what I wanted, but I'll take it. Smart splitter, let's place it right here, I guess. Iron overflow, iron ore. No, ingot ore. Iron ore. Thank God. You have done Fixmas before. Okay, then you know the gist of it. Like, I've done it when it was just released, but I think only the first week, probably. I've never completed Fixmas or anything, so this is actually my first time since the game was released and I played. So I'm actually quite curious what's at the end of it, except for the giant Christmas tree. Exciting. Yeah, it is. A little bit, at least. I know partially what will happen, but... it seems like it was not correct, but apparently it is. Please tell me this is the correct amount. So, since the items are automated, the gas filters, our next objective is the gunnery bar, I think. So this one has increased with 60, and I think that is more than enough. We don't have to do that. If we bring it to 60, that should be more than enough. We don't need to overproduce on these specific materials. That is a little bit unnecessary, in my opinion. If we increase this to 60, then we make a splitter. Well, let's see. Yeah, it is level 4 all the way. Okay, so we can set 60 crystals into how many? 4. That is way too much. I don't think we need that many at all. 10 rebar. Although if we find one iron production site, we already have the required materials. Which one's close? That might be annoying. Closest one is here, so we have to get it. Where do we need to go? That's where we need to go. So we need to get a line to that location. Hopefully we can do that without too many issues. 250 meters is not too far away though. Like, it could be worse compared to the coal that we had to get and for the other factory. Holy shit, this is godlike. Oh damn it. Although I do begin to get... I think that these things are a little bit annoying. The plants around us, but we should get through that really easily. Damn it, I failed. There's the iron. Okay, so let's connect the power, then we can set up the conveyor belt a little bit easier. This one isn't the hardest to connect compared to all the things we've connected before. Okay, so what is the output from this one? 120. That is more than enough. Let's process the required amount, so let's set up maybe two machines and then dump the rest of the material. Like, we don't have a lot of space to work with, so we have to keep that in mind as well. Oh, no sound from Ada? Okay, interesting. A little bit tragic. So let's see, if we set up 5 per minute, it's already more than enough actually. Like, what am I going to do with more? If I do this, then shadowy bar, 5 per minute. Probably have to sync the rest. Have to do that earlier in the timeline. Although we could just build it and then see where we will sync it. Oh, we do have to transform it into quartz though first. Then maybe we have to set up this at a different location. We can do it in line, that's fine. So like, for example, if we say we set up the machine right here, shatter rebar, a little bit more back to the back. Smart splitter, then dimensional depot, like so. Set the rebar overflow and overflow for this one, and then we will send this to overflow somewhere somehow. Don't know where yet. Needs 15 quartz crystal per minute. It produces 22, so that's 15. And we need rebar, I guess. 10 rebar per minute. How did we do that before? I think we had 2 hooked up, but I don't remember it completely. Like rebar 10 or 15? 10. 15, 10 means we need 10 iron rods, which means we need 10 ingots. Okay, so I think I set up the machine correctly right now. There's iron being split off that's overflowing into this one. Right now it's crowded because the entire belt filled up while we were doing this. And the quartz that's flowing into this machine right here is also filled up the entire belt, but will split off and the overflow will directly fill up that machine. The quartz will go into this machine, get processed and be transformed into a shadowy bar, which we will then graciously collect in here. Yep. And then an eventual overflow will have to go into another awesome sink, which I will set up right here. I don't know. Can I connect this like so? Yeah, this is fine. Now we have a working awesome sink right here that will take the overflow. So let's see. I think that is all the basic materials. We can take a look. Like right now, there are new, so many materials. Shadowy bar, gas. That's nice. At least if we have the gas filters, that is something. That is one thing we definitely did not upgrade yet. Especially in the MAM, there's also a small part for... Was it Caterium? No, this is rifle ammo, but we don't even have the other one yet. This is also something we can't do. And this requires us to have smoked powder or powder or something. For this we need aluminium. We also need the powder. We need gas tanks. Don't even know how we can get that. Cluster noble is also something we didn't automate yet or at all. Nuclear deterrent. I don't even know how you do this. And an inflated pocket dimension. That one isn't so hard. The smoke powder or smoke whatever it is should be doable. So the only thing that we need to do are the crystal oscillator and the high speed connector, which I think are probably really easy to automate. I would first like to take a look at the smoked powder. So I do have silver and coal right here. The only thing I'm missing is oil, I think. Oh, that is interesting. I don't know if I can get there, but so is the silver right there or somewhere around there? That guy's dead. You dead too? Yeah. No, I can't get near that silver here. Yeah. Alright. Not exactly the place I thought it would be, but sure. I should be able to build up, I think. 240. Alright. Can always upgrade that if we need to. So if this is eventually connected to the main net right here, then hopefully interesting. Alright. So we don't have to do it like that. So yeah, we have to set up a factory right here, a part right here, which will be produced. And how did I forget to do the edge right here? Weird. As if I had this in mind from the start. So we just make it, because there's oil right there, right? There should be oil here. Yeah. So the fact that there's oil there is quite good, nice. Then we can set up a simple factory right here that will produce the materials that we need. Apparently you can filter. I didn't know. Okay, filter, that makes life sometimes a whole lot easier. Alright, so we have this one right here, which will split off, and that can be converted into the material we need. The other thing we also want is oil, so let's get that somehow. Although it shouldn't be that hard, considering we just have to make a straight line. This is not too low to the ground? No, it's fine. Okay, so we have our oil pipe right here. How much oil will stream through it will completely depend on whatever we do up here. Valve right there, and that should be it. So that's everything for our oil pipe, and then we can rig the oil to the location we want. Have to go quite an end though, quite a distance. Let's not try to come in contact with that. Nice. So 240 oil per minute. Let's see how much smokeless powder we can produce from that. Should be more than enough.
Ho ho, oh whatever.
Ho ho Ada. Although it is 3, so we should be able to grab some more material from the machine. But we'll see. I'm not going to the bottom of the ocean to get that package. How fast, by the way, is this filling up the pipe? There is oil in there, that's for sure. This will just take some time, I guess. Okay, so 240. Let's see. Refinery. Let's do this one. For 240 we will be able to hook up 40 heavy oil residue. 240 divided by 30 means 8 machines. 8 machines back to back. Yeah, I know. Considering we've done this before. Does 2 extra fit? Yeah, it's fine. The wrong pipe, wrong valve orientation. I don't even know if you have to place a valve there. I still don't know if like a pump also functions as a valve, but we'll find out. I'm guessing they do, although I'm not sure. Although I don't think we need this much. It is still fun to at least produce some extra oil. The oil residue for God knows what. Maybe it's smart to let the pipe fill up first. Let's do that first. Pipe fill up, and then we'll see what we do with the heavy residue oil. Hi Sander, still alive I see. Thanks. Yup, I'm still alive. I'm trying to figure out how to... Ferment was fun. Better than I expected. I expected it to be rather difficult. And not so fun because it was very, how would you call it, chaotic. But it was actually more fun than I thought it would be. So 10 out of 10, I would probably do it again. I don't know if I want to do it on stream though, because it's not something that I can talk over or someone. Not that I'm talking a lot right now, but right now it's late. That's the best I can say about it. And how are you doing? I do think so, yes. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet, but I do think next week will be Lockdown Protocol again. You didn't just come from work? No, work starts on Wednesday. Oh, that's right. You told that. You told us that. Will you be joining tomorrow online, or will you be joining tomorrow with us, with Marvin and me? I will be there in the flesh. All right, then I will hopefully see. Hopefully everything will go like expected. That's nice to hear. I mean, feeling bad isn't like the didn't sleep well. It's like the worst feeling, because then you can't do shit. Thank you. Bye bye. So let's see. We have our. What do we have here? Yeah, we have our production facility for this running. So if we take a look here, smokeless powder will consume 10 cubic meter of oil residue. That I can't reduce, I think. We'll see. We'll see. 10 heavy oil residue. Let's say we make a hookup one machine, because we can always expand this, I guess. But for now, let's hook up one machine and see what we can do. So the thing is, we do need to set up a... I will have to change these ones though. Yeah, this is probably better. And then we need valves, like so, I guess. Now these ones can fill up to the brim, and once that is full in its entirety, we can hook up these. I need to place valves here though. And then we need a storage container, fluid buffer. One is still working. I don't know which one. No, they're all paused. What the hell? That is weird. Although I don't have to set it up so close. I want to do it a bit closer. Where should we do this? Like here. This is perfect. And then we can have our stuff coming in like so. Okay, these are the materials. Now we actually have all the materials to build the rest of the smokeless powder machine. No, that is... We did it actually in half an hour. I did expect this to take longer, but for some reason we did it quite fast actually. So first of all, let's make a smokeless powder that we can store and build with, because that's the first one, and if we need it in any machines we can expand this factory a little bit. So let's see, what can we do? It needs 10 heavy oil residue per minute and 20 black powder. That's doable, I think. Okay, I think if we set a smokeless powder, so needs 20 black powder, which we can produce from 20, 10 and 10. All right. Okay, so to recap, the sulfur will probably... Oh boy, don't think I did that correctly. We'll find out in a second if I can do this in a better way. Okay, so what I did is I split the coal into two overflow protectors, and they will always set the coal straight to the grinder if it's too much. The same goes for the plastic, that will also go to the grinder. Even though we are producing way too much on this belt, eventually we'll probably use a lot more of it, and it will probably not be optimized for a while. But for now it's fine. For now we're doing fine, and that will eventually go into a pipe, I guess. So right now these are all producing plastic, which will get sunk. The fluid will get pumped into this machine, which will eventually become multiple machines if we need more smokeless powder. And that machine will... So this one will produce the black powder, that will become smokeless powder, and the smokeless powder will get synced into, or not synced, will get put into storage, I guess. Like, we do still need to make that, but you get the idea. Okay, so if smokeless powder comes out of this machine, it will go to overflow, and smokeless powder. And this will go into a storage container. Where is it? Organization. With a dimensional depot on top, as usual. And this will produce everything we need. So the first thing is, that may be useful, is to turn the machines back on. I do think the oil is filling up, and this entire thing should produce 20 smokeless powder a minute, which will be more than enough, and it is extendable. Okay, so there we can extend it if we need to, and these ones can also be extended if need to, and we can extend it in both directions if we want, that is. And this one can go, but not that... logical anymore to place it in that location. But we do have our smokeless powder. At least we should have smokeless powder. 30, see? Let's see it for the brief second it appears. Nice. And now we can do some researching extra in the MAM. 200, 200. Oh boy. Just for now, let's set up. We can instantly delete this because we don't need this actually. But yeah. Just for now, let's do a quick blueprint. And that's the fun thing about the blueprints. Include quickly change it up as some extra smokeless powder, even though we're not producing enough. But we can do, what is this called? Oh, we didn't automate black powder. Apparently we didn't. That is something I didn't know. Maybe that is interesting though, because what we can do then is a merger right here. By the way, nope, not it. We do have to make a separate one for that. We don't have any orbs anymore. That's slightly problematic. Black powder. This one is producing black powder in overflow for this machine to handle, and that will get sent into the sink. Okay, so do we have some extra? Mercer spheres? I need one. Not one Mercer sphere close to us. One right here. Damn it. I'm guessing it's up top here. Or it is below us. I can grab a few Mercer spheres right here. That's nice. This is a little bit annoying. Oh, come on. Okay. We got an extra summer sloop as well. Always nice. Another present. Thank you, Ada.
Oh, whatever.
Oh, whatever. Well, let's see how much it produced. So, with this, we're almost done with like every item we need. From phase 3, every item we can automate from phase 3 at least. Why are these all yellow? Oh, they are waiting. They can produce more. Alright. Doesn't matter. So the resin is side product right now. Okay, let's see. I do think we have more than enough smokeless powder. More than enough. So silver, and we need bombs. We need steel beams as well. A rebar as well. Bombs as well. Start researching. Cluster Nobelisk. What does it do?
Cluster Nobelisk unlocked. This type of Nobelisk detonates into multiple smaller explosions. Can be used for clearing large areas of vegetation and other inconveniences. Addendum. Inconveniences, in this case is not defined to include persistent family members, raccoons, student debt, the sunrise, peer performance reviews,
Student debt.
neighbors learning to play the saxophone, phone calls, or your favorite show getting cancelled.
Oh my god, okay. This one we can do, of course, because we don't have that middle part. I don't know even what that is. This one we can do actually. Inflated pocket dimension.
Pocket dimension inflated
So
by
much
utilizing
bigger.
luminous gel hydrology channeled through an etheric spigot. Some used to say this as impossible, but the meaning of that word has long since been removed from my dictionary.
Everything is possible. Motors.
Rifle and rifle ammo unlocked. A long-range weapon and rapid-fire ammunition, only to be used for the defense or acquisition of fixed property. Conveniently, this includes everything of value on this planet.
Alright, rifle ammo. Oh, no. I didn't want to throw into ammo. And the last one, I think.
Explosive rebar unlocked. Rebar ammo that explodes on impact. Suitable for removal of unwanted obstacles, creatures, or limbs.
Sounds fair. So this one we can't do because we don't have aluminium yet, and we didn't have the other types of ammo automated. We do actually have the opportunity now to make the rifle. So let's see. What does it do? I'm guessing that this thing can go away. Oh, look at it. Beautiful. Just automated all that rebar. Now we have this thing. Although the rebar may be useful for explosive rebar, which we can still automate. And the cluster Nobelisk, we need that. Yeah, I don't have any... Oh wait, I can't completely do this right here, actually. Yeah, I can completely do this right here. Because I can make this from iron. Alright. I don't know what a cluster obelisk does though. And the rifle ammo, I don't see that. Oh, it's right here. You need copper for that. And also smokeless powder. I can at least make some by hand though. Don't know how much we need in the map. Oh, quite a lot actually. Oh boy, this thing is... Okay, this I did not expect this to be like a... Well, it's a rifle, so of course. Alright, that is interesting. Did not expect that. The only thing is, of course, now I have to check how much it makes. So yeah, as you can see, it's a brand new day, and today I want to continue like the rest of the basic parts that we didn't build yet. And that includes our factory that we have right here. We have to expand it a little bit, make sure it makes the rest of the powder that we still need to continue the factories. And we also have to balance a little bit how much input from these two we need. So let's first take a look at the input from the, what is it called? The silver mine. Then I want to go home for the second Fixmas day or third Fixmas day. I don't know if we will get a new hard drive or to unlock a new part of the Christmas tree, but we will see. And then after that we will continue working on this. But I'm not sure yet. Like I don't know if how many items we actually need to make, because we need to make quite a few. But we do have like three places where we can mine iron, I think. There are 3 nodes, 2 or 3 nodes that we haven't utilized yet. And then we also need to make more rebar and stuff. So we can take a look at that. So let's increase this one to 480 if that's possible. Yeah. So this one's on maximum, and we can always like use the other nodes as well. I do think we have to split off probably the lines eventually, because otherwise we won't be able to sync all the items properly, and that will just clog up the entire machinery. I don't know, is this faster? It is a little bit faster, isn't it? Yeah, I mean the fastest way home would probably be to do it all the way and just continue by building the rest of the parts. Nah, it will not bring us home any faster than we are going right now actually. We'll see. Right here we have a big Fixmas tree. So let's take a look at what we can do in the new Fixmas day. Day 3. Where is it? There's 3. We got a red trinket ornament.
There is no escaping the Fixmas spirit with this red ornament build gun trinket. It can be equipped at the lockers in the hub.
The lockers in the hub. Okay. Oh, that is cute. I love it. Can we do that for the guns as well actually? I don't think so. No, we can't. This looks ridiculous though, holy shit. I don't think we can unlock more. No, I don't think we can unlock more. Like we have 3, 1 and 2 and the rest. So if we can find 4 for tomorrow. I see 14. That one's obvious. 23, that's 4. So that one's for tomorrow. For right now we have to see what we can agree. So I will make a list of all the items we can produce still. And then I'll see what we can do about those. So it does seem that in the normal crafting base that we only have to automate the crystal oscillator and high-speed connector, and for the phase 4 items. So all the items we have to continue today are the items we can do in that sense. So those are the Nobelisk cluster Nobelisk, the Pulse Nobelisk. We can only do that one with the other one, and this one, and the explosive rebar. And since we need to use iron for all of those, because we can transform the steel pipes into steel pipes from this one, we have to take a look at how many iron we can turn into other material. And the same goes for the smokeless powder, how much smokeless powder we can produce. Yeah, so that's something we have to keep in mind. We do also need to make some more iron rebar, so I do think it's smart. Let's first transform them into iron pipes, and then we see, or into iron ingots, and then we'll see what we can do about that. Let's go back to the factory. Can we hitch a ride on one of the trains? There is no train at the moment, so that is a little bit annoying. We have to go there ourselves. Alright then we'll do that. I do think these items are really easy to automate though. They do require like simple stuff after all. Not the highest priority items. And we already like built a pipeline for the smokeless powder, and I don't think we need that much. Like the only reason we need to automate it is because we don't want to make it by hand, and it's not like we need build that ourselves a lot. Let's see, so how many iron production sites are here? 1, 2. There's another one. Okay, so let's put one here. Oh wait, let's first put a few on here, and then we'll combine them. So these do 240 or 240, so that makes 480. So that's one entire belt line, so that's nice. Why can't I build there? Oh, there's a creature in the way. We can always up the amount if we want. I don't think that's really necessary. How can that thing stop? Good time to try out our rifle. Here you go. And it's dead. And you get a full load. Thank you. Blasting them full with rifle ammo does seem to work quite nicely. Works way better than throwing bombs continuously and missing the whole time. Apparently that one goes up a little. I don't know why. Thought there was something strange about that one. We probably will need to look for some more other materials though. See, we want to use the middle line as far as I can see. Yeah. So let's use the middle line. So the builds don't have to be that difficult, but for some reason this works better if I place them on the side instead of trying to get through it. Like, and we also, if we don't have enough, we can always use the spare iron. I do have to take a look though at how much iron the machine needs that's using the iron in the back, because if it's using too little iron, then we have to probably insert something in there to make it work better. So let's take a look. This iron goes all the way over here, and it seems like this one is producing quite well. Needs 120, and I'm guessing that either the rest gets synced. Not really sure. Let's see. Oh no, we use the iron right here. So it's 30 and 15, and we use that to produce plating for the gas filters. Alright, that doesn't seem too problematic. 30 and 15. I'm guessing it uses 30. So is it filling up? That is actually quite interesting. I don't think they are. 30 and 50. No, 30 and 30. 30 and 15. So that's 42. No, 40, 45 I mean. They need 45 iron ore, and since we have the iron ore right here as well, this one needs 45 plus 20 makes 65. So this one needs 65 iron. So how much iron are we producing in the first row? 45. Okay, so we're under mass, so this one can go at... Let's just set it to 100. It is so satisfying seeing this at work. And the builds are getting so full and there's so much material that it's just phasing in and out if you get further away. Like this. That's so weird. Okay, let's bring this all the way back there. I didn't remember if we needed any other materials besides this one. Let's see, are we able to go underneath all this? I think we are. We should be able to just build underneath all of this and then maybe go past it somehow. Okay, so we have 450 iron that we can transform into other materials, and there is a possibility that we can use the extra iron that we have right here and turn that into rebar that we can produce right here if we need a certain amount. So first of all, let's try and turn this all into the material we need. So we have a total of 440? I don't really remember. 480. We can change into this, so that's a total of 4 or 5 machines, and one is using one is going at 80% speed. If we have too much, it doesn't really matter. So 4 or 5 machines that we need. So that's a constructor array of, let's do 4 and then 2. So like this, and then like that. And then we can delete the last one because we don't need that many. So that's pipes, copy settings. But we do need to turn it into the other stuff first though. Whoops. We do need to smelt it first. For some reason I can't change to my... Hello? Why can't I change to my... No, I can. Alright. Weird. I couldn't change to the items. to the buildables. 400, this should be enough. Let's see, how much space do we need? It's 480 that we need to transform into iron ingots. 480 divided by 30, because we need 16 smelters for this. Jesus Christ. And the reason why I'm doing this, because we can probably use this for other stuff as well. At least I'm hoping that's the case. Not that we need that many, but let's see. So these are the amount of smelters we need. Just by blueprinting them we have the correct input. Now we should just power them, and then output can be merged. Like, smelting things isn't the biggest option, it just requires a lot of space. That's actually all there is to it. It doesn't really matter for other problems and that we have. Okay, so this one needs to smelt iron, and they should all be green or yellow, and they are. And these ones, the last one needs to produce at 80%. So that's the steel pipes we need. Now we have a separate part that we need for rebar. So considering we have an iron input right here, we can split off again. This is 240, from which 65 being used. So that's a total of 240 minus 65 is 175 that we still have, divided by machines. Let's say we have five smelters that we can use. We can do that by building like so. This is a different row, we'll do it just like so. For some reason it doesn't want to be linked at the moment. It's a little bit annoying. And this is the other iron that we can produce. So this is also iron we can utilize in some way, shape or form. Don't know how yet, but we'll see. Don't know why is it doing that? It should. Okay, there's our iron input. So this is being turned into steel pipes. Then the other stuff. So that's 5 machines I said. So we don't do the last one actually. So this last one can be turned into a rebar, and we never need this much rebar, but who knows, right? So that's 30 rebar times 5. Which rods are that? So that's a total of 30 times 5 divided by 15 is 10 machines, 10 constructors that can produce rebar. So we don't have to worry about rebar anymore. That's for sure, if we build this. Oh my god. This factory is getting a little bigger than it was previously, and this is for the just for the production of useless material. But it is fun to build though. So that's 10 machines, 1, 2, that's 8. So it needs 2 more, I guess. So this is just for the production of rebar. Nice. Oh wait, but they do require... Oh, they require the same amount. Rods first, then rebar. So now we have all the basic materials to build the simpler machines that we want. So the only thing we have to do, not all the basic materials by the way, we need the smokeless powder. That's the one we still need. So let's see, how can we do that? We do have to sink a lot of items though, otherwise we won't be able to create this. At least as far as I know. I have 480, this one's working at 100%, so they're both 480, coal and... What is the other material? Sulfur. 480 divided by 15 is 32 machines that can produce black powder. That's never going to make it, I can tell you that for sure. Like, how the heck am I supposed to fit that in here? Undoable. So what we'll do is we'll just sink the rest of the items into this location. At least that's my train of thought right now. And the same goes for the materials right here, so we'll probably merge these somehow, like this. And then we'll sink the material right here, because I don't know what the other ways we do. Another fixed gift. Yay! We got so many already! But right now we're producing 40 per heavy crude oil per minute. We can remove this one because this one isn't needed anymore. 40 crude oil per minute, so that's the maximum amount we can work with. And these are currently using 10, so 40 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 8 is 340 crude oil of heavy oil residue. I'm saying that correctly, right? Yeah, heavy oil residue. I said crude oil. And so that's also 32, which is way too much. Why do we have so much material, dude? Holy shit. Let's take a look at the production cycle right here and see what else it can produce. It could produce residual fuel, which we can use to power turbo fuel. Alright, so let's say we hook up about, right now it's using 10, so that's minus 10. So right now we have 31, 310 heavy oil residue. So let's say we hook up about 4 machines on this side, or let's first see how much we can need actually, because I'm not sure about that either. So this requires 10 smokeless powder a minute, which also seems like a lot. And this one also requires 10, not just a little. Alright. Oh, we also need copper sheets for the rifle ammo. I didn't think of that. How do we make the other rebar then? Oh, you need this one. Alright. So this gets a little more complicated by the minute. Alright, this will be a very weird factory. That's for sure. Let's go one at a time. So let's say we want to make 10 explosive rebar a minute. Let's first set up the end factories. That's maybe a better idea. We should do that somewhere right here, I think. That's probably the best practice. Okay, so to begin with the manufacture, our material that we need right here. Let's set up 2, and those 2 will produce explosive rebar. Nothing else we can produce right here. No, we also need copper somewhere, by the way, before I start producing all the other factories. So these need iron rebar, which we will need to vent off somehow. So this will need to go somewhere. I don't know what the heck that was. Middle one goes rebar. And then we have overflow to the left and right. And we can put an awesome sink right here somewhere maybe. Okay, that will be grinded down. The other material we need to produce is copper. I do know we have copper somewhere, but I don't know where. Why are these not producing? We have iron ingots. For some reason these are not using the iron ingots. Don't know what's happening here. Oh, I think it's still fucked because of the other material that we loaded in onto the belt. Yeah, that seems to be the problem. Now it's doing something. So we pipe and overflow right here. So these should be producing pipes as far as I know. And this one should be entirely filled. It's not overproducing by any means. Seems to be working. So that's filling up nicely. Then copper. Where is the copper? We are sinking copper. Why are we sinking copper? Is there one with a weird production rate? No. So that's 8 times 30 is 240. 240 copper. How much do we need? And are we also sinking this somehow? No. Okay, so this is 12 times 20 copper ingots. That's a total of 240. So it should overproduce on copper, which is weird considering we do... Oh, maybe that's the exact amount that it needs. That's why it's going perfectly, almost perfectly. So we have to split that, and then we'll upgrade the miner that's using the copper right now. So this will eventually be 240 copper, if we double the output at least. Although we can do 50%, I think, maybe. 230, 120, yeah, that's more than enough. If we do 120, so let's refine 120 ore, we'll be fine. So let's merge those two, and what we need then is a way to turn that into ingots, or sheets I mean. So let's see if we can do that. How much can one produce? 20, so 120 divided by 20 means 6 machines. 6 of these, that's correct, because we just used 12 in the other facility. 6 constructors should do the trick. So our overflow will go there. So the only thing we need to do after setting up this machine that will produce copper sheets is increase the output rate, which we will need to go to the entire other side of the factory for, and it will need to be increased by 120. I thought there was something wrong with this one, but apparently it's just that it's higher. And just by a little bit. I don't know how. That seems better. The look is weird. So let me take a look, man. We still have way too much resin right here. We have to increase the rate it is pushing out the copper by 120. 240, so that's 160, 360. Yep, 50% more. And I should be able to keep up. If everything's filled up at least. Yay, another present. So that is the copper we need. We are sinking all the items we are overproducing as far as I know. Yeah, so the only thing we need to keep in mind is how much smokeless powder, and that's the last thing we'll be doing, because then we know how much we can transform into fuel. So this only needs steel pipes at the moment, and we can get that from here. And we probably need steel pipes as well for the other material, so let's do that right here as well. This is a splitter at the end, not that. So the only thing that machine needs is smokeless powder, and right now we can set up the storage container for this that can also sink the items if it's full. We are running out of immersion spheres though, so that's something we need to keep in mind. So this one will be an overflow in the middle and the rebar, the explosive rebar to the right. And now we have our copper sheets output right here. It can take around the factory. I don't think we need all of this. We have copper sheets right here. Okay, so what's the other material we need to produce? One thing that I also want to do is like make sure that the machines at the base don't stagnate and that it looks like everything is flown from machine to machine. But that's something else, because then we need to hook up like a bajillion splitters to get everything running, at least I think. That's something we can do later. Right now, the thing we need to produce, like in the manufacturer, there's nothing left, right? Now we have the explosive rebar, and then those two, of course. So we need to produce this as well. Black powder for the nobelisks and the cluster nobelisks. Okay, so let's see if we can set up the rifle ammo as well. So let's say we need 2 of those. Let's do 3. Let's say we need 3 in total. Do we have a 3 machine setup? We do. Beautiful. The funny thing is I think we can hook up this, but I'm not sure. We should be able to do a merger like so, and then we should be able to smart split this. And if we build a construction site like so, oh, that's too close. So this will be the rifle ammo, which we'll probably need for other stuff as well. But that will come later, I guess. I think we can't like do anything except until we have aluminium, right? Yeah, we need aluminium for this. Although maybe we can produce those. We also need turbo fuel. That seems a little bit excessive to produce. Also, something we can automate right here eventually. You do need ingots for that, and I don't think you can produce those materials, right? So, okay. Yeah, we don't need to keep that in mind, I guess. A little bit useless to automate right now, but sure. And just like that, we are producing rifle ammo, except for the smokeless powder, of course, but that's something we'll hook up at the end. We're building so many machines, there have to be some things that I connected wrong, probably, but I'm not sure. We'll see, we'll find out. So we have rifle ammo to the left, right, and overflow to the other ones. So smokeless powder and smokeless powder, something we can hook up right here. Okay, what is the last one? The bombs, right? Yeah, I think the last thing was the bomb. The cluster nobelisk. 2.5 a minute. Let's make that 10 a minute. Although we can make it 3 times as big, that's fine. That doesn't really matter. So this is cluster nobelisk, overflow and overflow. We will hook this up later. Does this one require smokeless powder? Yes, it does. Of course it does. So this is our input for all the smokeless powder we need. We do need nobelisks as well. and we need more of those. I don't know where to get them. I'll probably get a few right there, but I don't want to go there right now. I just first want to finish the factory, then we'll come back for that. So we need 7.5 times 3. Oh wait, we need to equip the overflow first. Okay, so that's our overflow that we linked into the overflow of the other machine. If we ever want to use it for anything else. So we still have our copper or our coal that is right there. Let's see, can we hook that up somewhere right here and produce those? I think we can produce that right here. We need a total of how many bombs? 7.5, 15 times 3 I mean. So that's 22.5. If I go take a look at the production, how much that is. 22.5 nobelisks is 3 machines. 3 machines, and that will produce nobelisks, and this will produce 2.5, I guess. Yeah, 22.5, yeah, right, yeah, 10, 10, and 2.5. So that's the amount of nobelisks we need, and for that we need more black powder and steel we already have more than enough of, and we have to input it from the other side. That's a little bit annoying, right? Don't know why I used this one, but sure. Any, and any. We didn't have to use that, but sure. The hell happened here? That seems like a weird bug. I'll take it. It should be fine though. It seems to be fixed like so. Weird ass bug. So those are all the nobelisks. Then we need 20 black powder and 20 black powder and 5 black powder. How are we on black powder? 20, 20, 20, 20. Let's just do three of these and then send the overflow to the sink, I guess. I don't really care about that input. So we split it off. So that's overflow, overflow, and black powder. This will produce black powder. Since we had a sink nearby, this was easier than just calculating what we all needed, and we can just, I think, reroute the stuff from here. Where is it? We have it right here, so we have to send it somewhere. So it's maybe more useful to let this go a little bit higher up and then redefine this one. And what we can do right now is just hook up the lines that we have right here. That's one. I don't know why that has gone into height. Like that happens sometimes, I guess. And now the coal. And it still has no power yet. Now it does. Nice, so that is the entirety of the Nobelisk production line, I guess. So the only thing it needs is black powder or smokeless powder. This was a lot bigger than I thought it would be. How much power? We're still consuming like 20 megawatts of power at least. At minimum. Not even that special. Although we do need more black powder for the smokeless powder. So that is something to keep in mind. Now we need to calculate how much smokeless powder we need. So that's 1, 2, 3 machines, 3 tens. That's 30, 60. These also require 10, 70, 80. So we need to set up 8 machines that will consume smokeless powder. But they produce 20 per machine. So that is 10 or 4, I mean. 4 machines that produce smokeless powder. Yeah, and we do need to split this off because we do need to produce more, I guess. So splitter, and that will require something like this. And we need a splitter here as well. Okay, so we have the other machines as well. So we need 4 of those. So let's see. Refinery array. Here is our input. Do we have space if we place it right there? Maybe like so, I guess. And we need to add 1 more. We don't need the pipes. Although I could just leave them, but it doesn't really matter. So we have our input and output for coal right here. And we can always like split that off eventually. These will be producing smokeless powder. Smokeless powder. They are not connected yet. Now they are. Where's the line that we need to connect this to? I think it was right here somewhere. Like if we set up some type of connection point like this, we should be fine. Like if it's connected like so. Oh, it's a little bit of an indent. So that's where all the smokeless powder will come from. And this only needs 20, 20, 20 and 20 black powder, which is a total of 80, considering one machine produces 30, I think. No, it produced, yeah, 30. We need only 3, and we can sink the overflow if we are correct. So that's 60 in total. Where's the sink? It's all the way over there. Now we'll just set it to a lower value. So if this one will produce smokeless powder, then this one will produce 30. 30 means this one needs to produce at 20. So that's 60 in total, which we should be able to connect like this. Like this. And now we have the correct amount of smokeless powder. And now everything should be working as well. It is one gigantic facility for just a few handy items that are not really that useful. Just to prove we can automate everything. At least we are overproducing the smokeless powder though. Every material, I mean, for weaponry. So we do need to find one more Mercer sphere. Don't know where we'll get that yet. And then we can hook up a few more fuel generators for the fuel we are overproducing. That is not what I want to look for. Mercer spheres. Yeah, I know. We have it right there. I'm guessing there's one up here. There is it. Let's get that one. If possible, I would want a few more. That is quite annoying. I also don't want to die, which I am doing right now. I'll buy, I guess. Where is it? Die. I died. Okay, so this thing only works when you're flying. Okay, that's slightly annoying. I don't want to die here though. Do we have bacon? We have 4. What about... Bacon is fine, I guess. Although it does hurt a lot to get near it. I'm guessing there's one up here. And we can go to the gas filters right now. We don't have to worry about that anymore. We are producing gas thingies. So that is nice. There's nothing here right now. Okay, so then we'll head back. We have more than we need actually. Maybe we can find some more right there. Could also be there are only slugs right there. No, there is something nearby. What is this called? Rifle ammo. Oh, that is really nice. Oh yeah, you die. This seems rather OP to be honest. How did I die? From what? Weird shit. Although it might be useful to like, can we change the orientation of that thing? Like somewhere right here. This is a little bit faster than what we used to. Look at the speed we got. Where's our that crate? There it is. So it was somewhere near here. Hello all of you. Let's shut that one down. So now we're producing cluster. Oh wait, we can't use that one yet. We have not put a storage facility on this one. Nice, so that one is done, I guess. Okay, come on. And now we can use cluster obelisks. And it is producing, so that's nice. So what does the cluster obelisk do? If we throw away these obelisks. Oh, that seems nice. So it does damage in an area. Okay, I will keep that in mind. Don't know what the pulse obelisk does, to be honest. So we currently are producing every material possible, I guess. Except for the aluminium stubs. So let's take one more quick look. If I didn't forget anything. So right here we're doing everything except the 2, the aluminium, the high-speed connector, crystal oscillator, yes. So the only thing we aren't making is iron ingots, copper ingots, yeah. And for the equipment workshop we're only not making the cluster obelisk, or the pulse obelisk. Not that it really matters. We are making every other part of the machine. Alright. So the last thing we can do is like optimize the pipe flow of this one. Since we are producing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Since we are producing 8 heavy oil residue. Oh wait, but it's also producing... No wait, that doesn't matter. It's producing 8 heavy oil residue. Oh, it is capping on coal though. Is that a problem? Nah, not really. I guess. This is fine. Yeah, 8 times 40. That is 320 and we're using 10 per machine. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 10, minus 50. 270 oil residue is left. Oh boy. We could transfer that into fuel. Divided by 60 is 4.5 fuel machines. So let's do that first. And then we can produce some energy that we can feed back into the loop. And if we ever need like more smokeless powder or more of any of the else, we just shut down those power supplies if we want. So that's 5 machines in total. Let's do a blueprint of 3 and 2. It's probably the easiest. So this one will produce residual fuel. This one do it at 50%. So there's the extra fuel. They're all producing at this much, alright. And these ones don't have power yet. This makes sense, and they're also not connected yet. And also not by pipe. Place a valve at both ends. And we can place a container, fluid buffer. I still don't know how this actually works and if I have to put it in front or behind, but we'll see. We don't need all the work for the... For the conveyor belts, because we are not producing stuff, so that can all be deleted. Considering the entire pipe is full right here, and this will fill up in the meantime. Everything should be connected. And we can take a look at how much this consumes. If we hook up a power fuel generator really quickly, it consumes 20 cubic meters of fuel per minute. Seeing as we 4.5 times 40 divided by 20 means we can hook up 9 power fuel generators, which we can do in the pre-built array, like so. 9, okay. At least I think we can do it like this. So this is a little bit chaotic maybe, but you get the idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we have number 9, I guess, in the middle. Let's connect them all. Okay, that seems to be the last thing, I guess. I guess not much extra energy, but it's just a little. It's fine. At least it makes up for some of the energy that we produce extra right here. That sustains itself. Alrighty then, I think that's about it for the basics of these machines. Okay. So since this should be working in its entirety, I should be able to close it off with the same style as the rest of the factory. Just look at what a new coat of paint can do. Already looks way more coherent. The only thing we still need is the pillars. So let's do that next. Okay, so those are all the pillars, and it still looks a little bit ridiculous to have not have the big pillars in the middle. So let's get back to what I was doing. I was taking a look at what materials we haven't automated yet. From this it seems we automated everything. And we were trying to take a look, because I got a little bit distracted, at the circuit board, and we have to find a suitable location for that. Although maybe it is more useful to automate the crystal oscillator first, because we need only iron, copper and crystal for that. So we have 2 spots right here, or 3 spots? Yeah, right here. So is there iron around? Is la question. Yes, okay, so right here. The other question is there caterium around? Yeah, so it seems suitable to place a factory right here. And the last thing is copper, also there. So the most suitable location seems to be right here in the middle. So let's start a factory right there. What the hell are those? This should be a good start, I guess. Now we have to go into height a little bit. Block to the world grid. Let's see, high enough. Should be. Oh, I'll take that one. I'll never say no to a free Mercer sphere. To be fair, I don't think we'll need a train station over here. Just for the sake of it, I will build probably one. So let's do that first, since that is the most annoying part, since we have to connect that. And we'll do just one station that will get an input and output at the same time. We don't need 2 stations like in the desert. That was like a little bit unnecessary, but still really useful. Since our main road is right there, we'll probably do it built that way. We have to start first with something. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to do this a little bit different. They have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Because I find it very... Oh, it's loading again and it's shooting me up in the air. Because I find it very annoying to build a train station next to the factory. Oh no. Oh my god, I just survived. Thank god. Alright, so what I did was connect the station to the main railroad, and as you can see, it is different from the other ones we've built. Like this one is a closed loop that doesn't interfere with the port right there, so trains can come in and out of the loop if they want. So let's give it a name, Forest Quartation. And not that it's only for quartz, but you get the idea. This will give us the opportunity to spread out a little bit more, so we can see where we have to build or not. And right now they're all set to load, but that's probably not what we want to do in the future. This can be blue and pink for reference. So let's see. We want to produce oscillators in the machine. They require cable, plating and crystal. Doesn't seem too hard. How many is it producing per minute? 1, and we also want a few to create bombs. And how much does that need? They require 1 per minute, so that's 1 machine dedicated for that. So maybe set up 5 of these. I think 5 should be fine. Don't know how many we need, but at least we're producing more than enough for the future. And then the last one will split off. Okay, since these are connected, we can connect them by the bottom side as well. I don't think they need 4 items, right? No, they need 4 that amount. Okay, then we can disable this one. So that should be a total connection of 4. Let me see. 4 machines, and then the 5th one is separate. At least as far as I know. And then what we'll do as well is that we make a separate part right here where 1 machine will produce the nobelisks, the special nobelisks. That will be this one, although I can just plop down this and this will also be fine. Pulse nobelisks. It needs 5 nobelisks in total, which we eventually can produce from steel beams if we want. And this one also needs the smart splitter at the end. Reason for that is because the middle one will probably go into a chest. Overflow and overflow. And the same here. Here this one will go, so that's oscillator. The crystal oscillator. Overflow and overflow. So these 4 machines will eventually create the oscillators. So that is something we have to keep in mind and build towards. And then the second thing that we wanted to produce right here. So let me see. The high-speed connector, which also needs to be built in a manufacturer. 3 items, cable, quick wire and circuit boards. Alright. These ones both need cable, so that is good. So let's set that up as a separate part right here. And we're going to need quite a lot of space. Okay, so the high-speed connector will be produced by this machine, 3.5 per minute. There's no other way to produce them right now as far as I know. That seems like not much. I think we can just... I don't know if 4 is too much, but we'll see. Like setting up 3 manufacturers is probably already a lot. Let's try it anyways. And then we'll work backwards the same way with the other machines. Because the thing is, we also need it for the gun. This one also needs 3 in total. So the high-speed connector overflow will go in here. Hopefully we do have enough Mercer spheres left to connect this. Apparently we do. And this splitter already set up. This one was, and this one was also set up, yeah. Also, this one also needs rifle ammo from somewhere. Do you know how we producing that? I think we just use the same thing. So we deconstruct one row and then we place one or two, I don't know. Homing a rifle ammo, and it will need 2.5 high-speed connectors. So we're producing 3.75. Besides the fact that I don't think I will ever use this. So let's do a high-speed connector in the middle, and then it will go into this machine, and an overflow will go into the sink right there, and then we'll do the same thing right here. So we have a smart splitter. We need a chest. We need this one, and we need a connector to get it into the chest, to get it all running. So this machine will produce rifle ammo, and it needs 2.5 high-speed connectors for that. So that's more than enough. We are producing more than enough. And now we can just take a look at how we will start. To begin with, we have quartz. We need quartz for this machine, but we'll also need it for the, the circuit board, which will require, one circuit board, 3.5 circuit boards a minute. So let's calculate how much we need in total. 3.75 times 4 is 7.70, no, times 4 is 15 in total. 15 circuit boards a minute. I do think that will be rather easy to produce, but let's find out first. 15, that's just 2 machines. Okay, 12.5 circuit boards a minute. So we need to hook up 2 machines. 2.5. Okay, so that is our input. So we need 18 quartz crystals per minute times 5. 90 quartz crystal per minute as input. So let's set that up right here. And quartz crystal can be processed in a simple constructor. Although I don't know how much it consumes. 90 divided by 22.5 is exactly 4 machines. That is perfect. So this will be our quartz crystal production, and we want right up behind that the production for silica for this one, and that needed 27.5 and 5.5. So a total of 33. 5.5 silica, yeah, 27.5, and 1 silica is produced in a manufacturer by how much? 37.5, so that's 1 machine. Interesting, okay. And I want to put them together because that will make them a little bit more coherent later on. And that one will need to produce 33.3 silica, or 33 in total. What is the next goal? Cable that requires, this one requires, doesn't require cable. Nope. What does rifle ammo require again? That is something we either have to ship to this location, because we can't make rifle ammo right here. Yeah, I think that is something we need to consider. Rifle ammo, yeah, we'll ship that somehow. Okay, so after fixing quite a few problems, with the trains, is now finally unloading rifle ammo that we produced in the factory that we built a while ago. I had to set a separate station up for that, but there was more than enough room to do that, so that was good. The only thing is, we still have to connect the rest. So for example, the quartz that we have right here, we need a total of 4 times 37.5, that's 150, plus 33 is 183 quartz, which we should be able to use with this machine alone, with 1 miner alone, but I'm not too sure about that, we'll see. I do have to find where the miner is though. What's somewhere right there? Yeah, right there. So I'll probably just build this way and then go to the left eventually. Or maybe not here. So there's a miner down there and down there as well. So if I'm correct, we should just be able to go down here and maybe like this, and then we can mine upwards. Sometimes it just launches me into the air without any warning. Really weird. Damn it. So this one just produces 60 quartz, so that's not nearly enough for what we need. So we can either upgrade it or we can merge them. Hello, you have to die. Thank you. Make way, make way. What? There is a path down here? I wouldn't have expected that. This one's also 60. Do we have more? Nope, just the two. So that's 120. So we have to go higher. So let's see, we have 150. So we need to make it 183. So we need just a little more. This is definitely overproduction. We'll see. We can always feed the overproduction in an awesome sink if we want to. Because there's an overproduction, we'll just set this one to quartz. And this one will overflow. We'll probably have to do the same for all the other materials. There are literally packages everywhere. It's insane, dude. I wonder how long they take to despawn. So now we have an overproduction. Let's grab ourselves some packages because we can. Hello, Ada.
Just get back to work.
We do have more than enough Fixmas peasants to make decorations.
Do we need that?
Probably not. Okay, so some of the trees are cleared away. Oh, package came down. So that will start producing the quartz that we need. What else? This one is copper sheets. Does an other machine need copper sheets as well?
Just get back to work.
It does need cables. Do we have to make wire for that first? They both need cables and that one needs copper. So let's do copper next. Cables, total of 5 times 14 plus how much cables do these need? That's a lot more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 37.5 plus 70 from the other row. So that's 220 cables, I guess. Alright. 220 cables divided by 30 is 7.33. Let's create a separate, so if we overproduce on that stuff we can sink it. But we need to place down 8 manufacturers, constructors I mean, that will inhale all the copper. And then we can instantaneously sink the rest. Overflow, cable, and overflow. No. Overflow, and then this machine will produce cable. So that's the amount of cable we need, and we need to split it between that factory. Okay, so that is the cable for this machine. Then we need to hook it up to the cable for that machine. This will be one gigantic belt spaghetti, but it will look great eventually. So that's the cable it needs. Then we need to see how much wire we need to make to produce the cable, considering we have 6 machines running. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 machines running. 8 times 60 is exactly about 480. I mean, we have more than enough iron, and I only hope we have more than enough copper to finish this. 480 copper wire. How do we make that? We do have iron wire though, so that is something. How many copper nodes do we have available around us? Because then we do it from copper wire, from iron. Precisely 1. Okay, then we'll do it with iron wire, I guess. Although that does require a lot more iron wire. Divided by 22.480 divided by is 21 machines. Although it doesn't require a lot of iron, it's just a lot of machinery. So that is 21 is 22 machines in total, and we'll sink the overflow. 22 constructors, yay. How the heck are we going to set this up? 8, 22 divided by 8 is 2 and 6. Let's just try to place that somewhere right here, I guess. Removing all this big tree seems kinda sedge. That's a total of 8. So that makes 16. And then 2. Yeah, come on. Oh boy, let's connect these two. Highlighted. Weird. A wire. So this will be iron wire. I want them all to be yellow. Okay, so that's our iron wire. So it doesn't really cost a lot. It's like 22 times 12.5. So that's in the 200 iron we need to process. So that won't be a lot. That's like 1 miner, I think, considering that's all we need. And then we can use the copper sheets or the iron, the copper for the copper sheets. But this will be quite confusing as we go on because we have to connect like multiple. Alright, so I took a quick break to eat and stuff and live my life. But yeah, I want to continue. Let's see, what did we leave off to? Ah yeah, the cables. So right now, let me take a look. We have the cables. We have to calculate how much iron we need, although I don't want to do that yet because we also need iron ingots for other materials. So if we go up in the chain and go to this machine, we do have the cables. Yeah, we do have the cables for that machine. Copper sheets, that's the thing we can produce. The only copper part. Quick wire, that's one we still need to do. Yeah, so Nobilis, quick wire, and copper sheets. I think the easiest thing for us to produce are copper sheets at the moment, because we just need copper for that. And we can find that at 100 meters away. That's right there. Oh, so let's shoot this down and this one too, right? And what we'll do is we'll just continue build on the back of this one. Don't know why we wouldn't do that, although we don't need a lot. Like we only need copper sheets for this one. That's 27.5 in total and 5.5, which is a total of 33 copper sheets, which is the same as the silica. Makes sense actually. So 33 copper sheets shouldn't be the hardest part to produce. Let me take a real quick look at how much it needs. 33, so we need 4 machines. We can just put down 4 machines and we can send it into overflow if we have too much, because we're going to produce way too much. So we do have a sink here, but that sink is already full. So I do want to put another sink right here. I mean, I can add new things to it, but that doesn't seem really like the brightest idea right now, considering we have more than enough space to put down as many sinks as we want. I mean, we can always consider using less material, but still. Okay, so these things will produce copper sheets. They will need a total of 80 copper per minute, copper ingots, and I think we produce 30, so that's 3 machines, which we can also send the overflow. So we have a merger, then a smart splitter, and here as well, merger, smart splitter. This will be at sheets, overflow, and overflow. This one is kind of placed awkwardly. Let's do it like that. Oh, this one's placed the wrong way around. Okay, so these are hooked up. And now this one needs to be hooked up as well. So this is copper, ingot, overflow, flow. I do notice that using the overflow more makes it seem to run better. The overflow method, although you do have to place a lot of load balancers with the awesome sink down to get the perfect result, but not that it really matters. But I mean, we do have more than enough power to run everything. Okay, and this will just have us collecting copper, I guess. So all we can do is just build a quick bridge, quick point to go higher. And now we have our copper right here. And now we make the same connection like we always do. Do we need to go down? I don't think we need to actually. Nah, this is fine. Someone is really annoyed that I'm here. And he's dead. Alright, a present. Hello there. I see a lot of bacon. I would like to use that bacon of yours. So sad that you can't automate miners. Would be a whole lot easier. I mean, why can't you automate everything? Like some things I can imagine, but miners seem to be like a logical choice to automate. What are those? Those are all... Oh, interesting. So we do have a lot of material here though. A lot of limestone as well. Like I think we do have 5 limestone ores right here. Yeah, that is interesting compared to all the limestone we produced previously. Mostly took us a long time to get it in the beginning. Okay, so that should be more than enough. Iron is already being smelted and being turned into copper sheets. Oh, I don't want to go up my Mark 9 conveyor belt. Damn it. Damn, alright. Okay, so that's our copper sheet production ready. So the next thing that we can take a look at is either quick wire or obelisks. I'm guessing I'm going for an obelisks, which also requires steel. Interesting. Alright. And powder. So we can either do two things. Split it off right away, because we can overproduce it at the other factory, I know that for sure. Although that seems like a lot of work. What we can also do is ship it to the factory and then import it. So maybe it's a smart idea to make a hyper cannon right here to go back instead of taking the train. So we have slot 1, 4, 1, 3, 4 and 5 left to output material. I could split it at the base, but then all the material in here would be wasted, which would really be a little bit useless. Because I know we're overproducing on obelisks, and we can use the overproduction on obelisks to set this machine in motion, as far as I know. So let's do that. Then we don't have to produce obelisks at all right here. So this would be our overproduction obelisk supply thingy, I guess, which would suffice if we just place the obelisk right here. And that would fill up the machine and the train. Now we have to take a look at which we will use. Although we first want to set up our hyper cannon. I did make a blueprint for that, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay, I think 2 is probably more than enough. Is 2 more than enough to send us to the other side of the map? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. It is a way faster way to travel than we did previously, though. Okay, so we have slot 1, 3, 4, and 5 left. So let's take a look at the home base if we can put obelisks in there, and at least the overproduction of obelisks. Maybe I should make it at a slightly steeper angle the next time I want to travel to this location. That ore node seems rather big, but it is at the perfect angle to the factory. Okay, so we're back. This is way faster than traveling by train, holy shit. Where is our line of obelisk? There it is. So we want to set up a red train for that. Let's take out this portion and set an overflow splitter in action. Not like that. To the right, obelisks, and to the middle we have overflow and overflow. Not like we always need to produce the material, but still. Then we should change the oscillator to an overflow output if it doesn't store enough, I think. Although I'm not quite sure about that yet. I have to look into that. This is a Mark II conveyor belt, so let's use Mark II machinery, although it doesn't really matter. Let's take a look. This is a loading station. Yeah, we have slots 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's use first slot, I think. This train will be the obelisk train. At a time travel, it will go from station 2, loading, to desert station, unloading, not desert station, forest guard station, unloading. So we'll have the first spot reserved. Maybe actually the latest spot. Maybe I do want the latest guard because that's the closest. Nah. So that will be red. That's black. I want red. So this is our Christmas train. Right, so material will be loaded in here. Don't think we'll ever need that, but sure. Let's take a look. Can we get to this location somehow? If it goes around like that, that's fine, I guess. We should remove the obelisk overflow though. Probably. That's the part I didn't want to show earlier. Am I stuck? Where is obelisk overflow? This one. Because now we're using this in overflow, so this can be removed. And it can stack. Okay, so obelisks arrive right here. We'll either need to make a floor hole or something else. I think we will make the floor hole because that just looks the best. Make it one lower than what I'm currently looking at. Here, I think. Yeah, I think this is the perfect connection. Now we have an output right here, and I will use the first part of the machine to store obelisks, and it will load. Okay, so edit timetable. Let's do that again. It will use the resin station, station 2 to load, station 4 is to unload, and it will load at HQ. It will load obelisks, upload nothing, it will upload, load nothing, and unload obelisk. And it's an obelisk train. As if I'm correct, it should unload the train right now. And now we go back to the... Damn it, I screwed up. So I did get there before the train though. So let's see. First one, unload. Yes, perfection. There it comes. Hopefully it did it correct the first time around. Let's see if it did it in the correct manner. So there's a freight car. Oh, it's done already. Oh, they did it really fast. Yes, there come our obelisks. Not a lot though. More than enough, but not a lot. Good enough. At least to start producing a few. Next item. So we have cable. We have all the items for the obelisks, all the items for the high-speed connector, for the homing gun ammo. This one is producing. So the next thing is quick wire, I guess. That is something we can produce right here. So how far is that away? That's, I think, the furthest item from our location. Actually, it's quite close. Interesting. Didn't expect that to be so close. How much quick wire do we need? Though 210. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 210 times 4. Yikes. So a total of 840 quick wire. So that also means that it needs to be divided between 2 lines, because otherwise we can't reach the amount. So which line is fed for the quick wire? It's this one. Alright. Okay, how are we going to do this? Considering we need the quick wire to come out first. So we need to somehow connect this like so, I guess. And then feed it via these 2 belts. Okay, let's set up a factory. How are we going to get 420 quick wire a minute? By the way, it is the 4th, so we might also get a package.
Ho ho, oh whatever.
So we can take a look at that after we finish the factory right here. So quick wire is being produced on a belt like this, and it's produced by the 60 a minute. So 420. I have to calculate that once again. 10 times 4, 260. So that's 7 of these in total, which makes 14. And because we have 2 belts, so I have to split it off at the center. Considering that is the case though, we do have to realize that 14 only needs an input of 168 Caterium ore ingots. So that doesn't really matter, although it does look like a lot. It shouldn't really be a problem. So we can hook up 40 machines behind each other, although we need to split it at a certain point. So it will be, oh no we don't, because we can use 7 on each row. So how do we get 14 machines? 8, 4 and 2. Yeah, so this should fit if we place these back to back. And then we should be able to just coast this out of here and feed this belt spaghetti back into the mainframe. So that's 7 machines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they are all connected. Now the power. And they can all be fed via 1 belt that we have to insert right here. So this will be quick wire. You can just copy and paste it to every factory right here. Let's gather that present really quickly. Although we also have to produce the iron somewhere. I don't know where, but we'll see. We are in a little bit of a tight spot right here with these. So let's see. The required amount of Caterium is 12 times 14, which gave us 162? 68 Caterium ore, which can be produced by 11.2 machines. Alright. Although that's more than the belt output can manage. input can manage for Caterium ore. So we need to somehow gather a second source of Caterium ore. Well, we could use a summer sloop to double it, depending on how far away everything is. Because I'm not going to ship Caterium ore to this location if it is too far away. That is maybe doable. Actually, it is quite far, but it is doable. Yeah, so what was it saying? 11.2. So let's make that 12 and set an overflow. So that's 6 machines per thingy. That's 8. So what we do is we put a smart splitter right here. Am I doing it correctly? Right here. We put a merger right here. Then we connect the two. We say that everything overflow has to go to left or right. Ingots that are too much or that will normally go to this direction. And then we can, if I'm correct, we can merge these outputs. We should be able to merge these outputs as well. That can go in there. Still have to connect the last few and the electricity. Okay, so these will produce Caterium ingots, and we still have to get our output, or input I mean. I'm guessing we get one from one source and one from the other, maybe? Actually, that might actually not be a bad idea. So our Caterium is there. So the thing is, we want to move down from here, because I'm guessing we will use this, oh no, this bar to search for the Caterium ore. You know how far it is? Right in front of us. Right there somewhere. Let's see if we can get to it. Seems to be there, I guess. Let's use our explosive rebar to clear the plants. Put a bottom on that one as well. Looks just a little bit better. Blow that up and then we can place a miner right there. Annoying monster is trying to scream at me for some reason. Don't know if it will stop. Okay, so that one will be mining. 6 times 45 is 270. So it should at least be mining 270. And it's not doing that right now, so we have to increase production. Production is right there, 270, and since this one is normal, I think the other one will also be, I can't see it yet. Of course I can't. Alright, then we need the other Caterium ore node. That is producing, that will split it off, send it to the factory right here. That will produce it, no, it's okay. That is doing its stuff, and while that is working, we want this belt to go all the way over here. Although I do still need to connect the sink for the overflow. To which one will I connect it though? Let's do to this one. It's probably the easiest. Just need to place a merger along this line and that will get synced, I guess, if it's producing this material on the Caterium ore. So let's take a look at our other material, which is this one. How close was the Caterium ore again? It was right here somewhere, right? 1, 2, yeah. So we have to build all the way there, 700 meters. Okay, so what we can do is we can go over this. We will go over this. And then we will build straight down and straight up again, if we can remove this one. And now we have to go all the way over to the Caterium node. But I do want to gather this one, this beautiful Mercersphere right here. Live, laugh, consume. Yeah, the derivative of live, laugh, love, life. Of course, we have to go to treacherous terrain to get here. Gigantic amount of plants. Yo, dude, was that necessary? Same for you. See, fixed. Now you don't breathe anymore. Plan building this, but still. We have to go quite the distance still. Although it is just one straight line. So it doesn't really matter too much. Now we have to go a little to the left or right? Right there. What a hillbilly terrain, holy damn. Okay, so that's our mining spot. Now we can just somehow build something on it that will function. Oh my god, why does it have to go through this right now? Go away. Bye bye. Okay, so the belt is now connected and the only thing we should do now is probably increase the amount of ore that is being transferred, dug up. delved, whatever it's called. We need to increase amount, all the while destroying this beautiful forest. I mean, that is what the Fixit Corporation wants us to do. Okay. They want us to save the day, and we do that by defeating, beating, destroying every living soul and thing in this factory, in this world. I mean, let's do the exact same thing right here to 70. That should be exactly enough if I said it correctly. Yeah, 6 times 47 is 270. And what we can do now is also remove the extra foliage that's looking a little bit weird and that is standing in the way, even though some of the foliage doesn't really have to be destroyed. Like these trees just can stay, I guess. I could use the other pillars, but I do think that would look a little weird. So I'll just leave it at this. And that is the last foliage we need to delete. And right now I think that's all the material, all the copper wire that is being produced. 420 times 60 is 420, and these are overproducing by just a little, I guess. It can fill up in the meantime, it's fine. This factory is just starting up, so hopefully it's working at the correct speed. So that the thing is, it only needs cable, I think, and reinforced plating, which requires also a lot of shit. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's the thing we needed to do. If it had to store like a certain amount for the single one. Yeah, we need to figure out something for that, because this one has to wait some time before it can produce like the other materials. So my best guess was to store materials while it was going inside right there. And then split it off. So if we have a smart splitter right here, so we have oscillators and overflow to the left and right, and this overflow will be fed back into the main belt right here, because that is the easiest way, I think. And like that we can feed it back into the machine, at least if it overflows. Shouldn't really matter for the rest. And then this one can fill up and it can feed the Nobelisk machine for quite a while, even though it only needs like 1 a minute. So that's a niche contraption. This one though, 5 times 2.5 is 12.5. So we need to produce 12.5 iron plating per minute and send it into the machine somehow. We have to do that somewhere, although I don't know where. I'm guessing here might be a good location. Oh, we only need 1 machine. Then we need 250 screws. Okay, so we need 1 machine. That is interesting. That is the input for our machine. Then we need 90 iron plates per minute. Let's take a look how we can get that. So we don't have multiple recipes. Oh my god, I completely forgot about the MAM. We still have a hard drive. Compacted steel, why would I do that? Foundry produce tray 10 per minute. Probably, I don't know. There's no other way to make plating, is there? 20 plating, so we need 90. So that's 4 or 5 of these machines and 1 working at 10%. Annoying. So there's the amount of plating we need. Alright. And this one needs ingots as an input. The other one, screws. 250 per minute. So that's also 5 machines. I'm guessing that has the same blueprint. So it did say 250 a minute, right? Yeah. 250 screws per minute. And we have 50 in 1 machine. So there you have our output, and these both will need to be fed, I guess, from somewhere right here. So that is the plating that should be produced on a regular basis. So I don't have to think about that anymore. So the only thing that stands to do right now is input the correct amount of iron, and that will be quite the task, considering we have to make a lot of iron. And with a lot, I mean a lot. Like this row needs to be fed with iron, although not too much. Like so this one needs 275, total 337.5, considering we need the screws, and 30, 30, 30, 30. So that's 120, 15. So we can feed it exactly 1 belt, 1 full belt actually, and that will be more than enough. So we could, in theory, do this, we can merge those two, because it exactly needs 480 iron, which is great considering this. Let's pick up a package. There we go.
This is ridiculous.
Another one. You know what's starting to get ridiculous is the fact that I have to build these gigantic factories without them having a real purpose. At least they don't have one right now. Ma'am complete. Let's see. Bolted frame. I hate screws. Absolutely hate them. Why would I want to create more black powder? I already produce more than enough. Let's go with this one. I don't know. Mise don't know. We can always delete the platform if it's too big. We can sink the overflow right here, so that is nice, I guess. Iron, overflow, and overflow. So let's see, how are we going to create a total of 480, or it's a 1-to-1 ratio, so 220, so it should be able to do it by just using these two in a row and then combining them, and then we don't need this entire platform. Little bit overkill, although it could be useful for something, who knows. Maybe some weird future expansion. But for right now, we have to somehow collect the amount of material from here somewhere. And I'm guessing we can get this the same way. So we have iron right there. I'm wondering how many I need to combine to get the desired result. This one's pure. This one's also pure. Wait, I only have to combine 2? 3. That's pure. 240. Yeah, I don't have to combine 2. That is crazy. Hey, package. Hey, and another radar sound thingy.
I'm sure this is useful to someone, somewhere.
Someone, somewhere. You mean me? Alright, so we combine them. Let's give them a nice look at the bottom instead of letting them be floating balls. And the last thing is that I need to combine them with a merger. So to check, this one's pure, 240 and 240, which creates 480. The exact amount we need, although a little bit less would also be fine, I guess. And there comes the material. Look at it flowing into the machinery, although we didn't set a recipe yet. Okay, now they're all set to iron. There go the first bar, so this one should fill up in its entirety. And so I'm quite curious to see how that will look. Look, it's a bar that's filled up to the brim. Never seen that before. While the base factory is running, by the way, we can give it the slight transformation that we do with all our factories. That is asphalt. We need concrete. And without that, our coat of paint has been finished. The only thing we need to place down are pillars. So I don't know why this one is still stuck, and that's another catchphrase, I guess.
Not worth the effort.
You never think it's worth the effort, do you? So right now it's filling up on cable and on every other part, I guess. It's starting to become fuller and fuller, depending on how much is filling up. Now the belt is starting to become pretty full. Oh damn it. You know what, I didn't calculate. So I do think it's overproducing. The amount of wire it's producing is just too much for this entire factory to handle. At least that might be the case. So it might have to split copper wire, not like that. I have to split the lines. So this one can continue to do so. If one fails up, the other one fails. I have to place them so close together. So like this, they can easily swap between each other. And I probably have to upgrade them to smart splitters to make this useful. So we have copper, wire, and overflow to the left or right. So it will never split it except for when it's overflowing to the left. And then they can always balance each other out, I guess. At least the entire factory is starting to produce on full speed. How's this one doing when it's not filled up yet? 1 per minute, even though it's producing 2 at a time. That does take quite a while to fill up. Oscillators aren't the cheapest parts. I think we just have to wait for the entire factory to fill up for this to work. Oh, those producing high-speed connectors at a fast pace though. So we can from now on use the Mark III conveyor powerful by default, like the weird big one. That looks incredible. 33, and also later we have 84. So what we can do is we can place a radar tower right here to see if we can find new material without ever having to worry about building radar towers and the materials we need for it. Although it is producing crystal oscillators at quite a slow speed though. But we have to deal with that. I don't see another way. I do think though that was the last part, the last thing we needed to automate from phase 3. Then we did it. We automated every single bit. Let's place some pillars underneath and then we'll fly back to finish day 4, I think, of the Fixmas calendar. I just see the gigantic cave. It's not a cave. Holy shit. It's a weird gassy... Or is it a cave? No, it's not a cave. Alright, then let's continue placing these. Okay, so that took me longer than I expected, but that should be all the pillars for the entire thing. Hopefully it's sort of coherent. And as you can see, production is starting to ramp up nicely. The belt is full, everything is flowing. There are a few belts not flowing, but that's mainly because there's just one part that is missing, like for example this one. That's starting to fill up pile by pile. So we just have to wait for that, I guess. It doesn't seem like the cable gets produced any faster and we don't need it any faster. It is using wire up quicker than I thought it would. The iron is starting to fill though. Yeah, I think that's about it for this factory. Let's check out our home base. Thank you, Ada.
Yes, well done.
Oh, this one filled up in its entirety. Okay. So then right now it's dependent on the crystal oscillators. Interesting.
Do we need that?
The angle was slightly too sharp. Okay, this should be fine. This should be able to get us home. So let's get our hover back and jump in. Bye factory. Bye gigantic factory thingy. Kinda. It gets us through the hole. Good enough for my needs. And there we are, home. Although we wouldn't have survived if I didn't have full health. But it is past 1 PM, so that means we can open another square. It was 4, and we got
This
another
data
thing.
cartridge enables the second pair of Fixmas Mantry branches to be unlocked. Fixit thought it was being very clever with the layout of this research tree. About as clever as you.
I don't think so. Me is a lot faster than you. To get that, we'll need some materials from the Christmas factory right there. So let's get those first. We need lollipops. We need these both. Fixmas. So let's see, what does it do?
The red and blue Fixmas ornaments are produced from gifts, unsurprisingly, but this time in the smelter. Now I hope you listen to that, because I will not repeat it no matter how confusing this all is. Blame the original Fixit Fun engineers. Most of them ended up in jail for various reasons. But do not worry, the event has since been vetted by the second generation of Fixit Fun engineers, who were only sued.
Oh my god. Yeah, we do have a friend, the Fixmas snowman.
You can now make actual snow from gifts. And by actual snow, I mean it is constructed from chemical elements. With this actual snow, you can make Fixmas snowmen, which are proven to improve pioneer socialization and combat loneliness. Having too many snowmen, however, has proven to be detrimental to a pioneer's health.
So I'm guessing the Fixmas 3 gift is the one we want to produce right now. And we also want to produce ornaments. So since it needs smelters, I'm guessing we can just split this into smelters. This looks so cursed, holy shit. Okay, so the simple splitter array should be able to handle all the packages I'm now going to give. We still have a few in our storage facility, so it should be fine. We should be able to produce more than enough for now. Not that it needs its biggest space, but you get the idea. How though do we produce a snowman? The closest thing you get to having a friend. Oh my god. We are not producing snow, so I don't know how we can get that. Okay, so we should have more than enough for Fixmas. We only need a few more red balls. Wait, did the tree upgrade? I can't see that from here. A few more red balls. Now we should be able to make the upgrade. Just a few shorts, 10. Come on. There's still more than enough presents around, but I do want to collect more.
Yes, well done.
I still have no idea what this factory will eventually do.
Not worth the effort.
That is definitely true. It definitely doesn't like when I like... Okay, reform that. When I like paint stuff in this world at the moment. As far as I can see, we should have more than enough to finish the Fixmas ma'am. Let's see, Fixmas Holiday 3, this one, and we need some more of that stuff. Analysis is 3 complete.
You can now finally automate gift production with the Fixmas gift tree and focus your attention back on tasks of actual importance, like not questioning where the gifts are coming from and improving your infrastructure.
And how do I do that? Fixmas gift tree. What the hell is that? Oh, but that changes a lot of things. Now we don't have to mindlessly do this anymore. And maybe we should uniformly color this, because this is getting a little bit annoying as a color to work with. So what we can do now is build a Christmas tree like this one. How beautiful. Look at that. And it will produce 15 gifts a minute, is that? Yeah. So the first thing would be to automate Fixmas branches. We will need 10 a minute. So if we place 2, we can place 3, I guess. So a merger. Yeah, I'm first going to fix this. Interesting. Alright. 15 gifts a minute will create a total of 3. So that is automatically producing the first. So I see where this is going. We're quickly going to run out of balls. Red ornaments. So let's make that the second production. 5 per minute, 5 per minute. Considering we just did 2 trees with 15 per minute. That's 5 is it 3, so we need another 3 and then 1.
This is ridiculous.
Damn. Okay, so this is the basic factory for like the Fixmas tree branches and Fixmas ornaments. Although we may want to set up one Fixmas tree. Let's remove this one and place this one right here. That will just store packages, I guess. So that one will just store packages. Now on this side, we need more balls. We need blue. We need to start producing blue. For blue the same, but that will just produce 10k. So this machine is practically the same. The only difference is that it produces the blue ornaments instead of the red ones. So that is the blue production side done. Let's take some balls. See how that is going. We do have a storage unit for the balls, the blue balls, and we should be able to up this if we build another 2 Fixmas trees. Now we don't have to grab those jolly old packages anymore. So the only thing we can produce right now are Fixmas bows and this item, the candy cane, I think. As in that is useful to automate. Nah, none of this is useful, but you get the idea. Well, we can't automate snow yet, so I don't know how we have to do, why we get the opportunity to build a Fixmas snowman even though we can't build it yet. There might be a reason for that, who knows. So the last 2 items that we can produce will also be produced in this machine, and this one takes 10 per minute, so that's also the one with 2 bows, 3 machines, I guess. We don't have enough branches, although we are producing quite a low amount of them. So I get why. Okay, and then the last thing to automate, I guess, is the candy cane, which consumes 15 per minute and produces 5. Okay, so that's just a 1-to-1 ratio. Probably it will be best for this one to just I set this one to any undefined, but it's just any. And this one is just producing 3 at a time. It's not really special or anything, I guess. What the Fixmas bow? Oh, Fixmas snow. I did not see that one yet. So this is a 1-to-1 ratio, and then everything will fall into this machine. For this one though, the snow, 25 a minute, but it produces 10. Considering 25 a minute, we could just build a machine that consumes 2, I guess. Maybe we should put the Christmas tree in the middle of the factory. At least we have the giant Christmas tree right here. So this will be the production facility for our other snow. By a merger, one other merger. So we will need a few more trees for this one. So this will be 25. Let me see. 25 plus 25 minus 15 minus 15 minus 15. This one will only need to use 5 per minute. So we should be able to get around with this if we use 3 Christmas trees. No, I'm doing the calculation. I need 15 plus 15. So the last one will need 10. Yeah, because we placed down 4 Christmas trees. That will give us the amount to get the first 50 for the first 2 machines, and then that's left from the last 3 we'll use this one. I don't know why I did it like this though, because this is really unhandy. Okay, so that's all the production facilities we can. We probably could do a bit more. Let's first decorate them. Okay, so now that that's done, it can produce snow. Yeah, it is. And we do need more tree branches. Blue ornaments. Where is it? There it is. So I guess that should be all of the buildings we can make in for this factory, I guess. I don't even know if this building will stay, but it seems rather sad not to decorate it for this month that we're playing, so let's do that. So yeah, I don't know what that guy's doing, but we have some sort of support, I guess. Some sort of Christmas building. I really like the vibe. That is producing snow, and you can see snowmen can be created now. And we do need actual snow for this. Alright. Actual snow, not a fake snow, actual snow. Okay, so let's keep this in mind. At least we have a working Christmas factory. I love the style. I think that's all we can do for the factory for the time being. Yeah, the rest will probably unlock later. I don't think I can decorate this somehow. No, there are giant candy canes in the tree, but that's about it. Who knows? It's not like I can feed it into the machine. Alright, then I do think we have automated literally every part from phase 4. Let's go back to the factory to check on that. It looks so satisfying, dude, that everything is partially running. Holy shit. Alright, so it seems we have done every part we can automate until aluminium, which brings us to aluminium. And that is something I'll leave for a later episode, because this one's already been way too fucking long. But yeah, hopefully we'll get something done on the next episode containing that aluminium. Don't know why this hasn't been built yet. Okay, but I'm getting distracted again. We have our beautiful Christmas factory over there, which is automatically producing every material we can make. And we have our beautiful factory up a hill that's producing all sorts of items. And besides that, we also have renamed all of our trains. And we have our ammo factory that is producing stuff right here. Really, thank you so much for watching the video, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Peace.